surfaces. While I was at Beatty in my basement, I built a elevator for the canard for an airplane that I had designed but not built yet, called the MiniViggen. Well, I hate to admit it. No, I don't hate to admit it, because I'll tell you why. I bought a BD-5 kit before I met Jim Beatty. But I had no plans to build a BD-5 with it. I had sorted out that I'll get my BD-5 kit and I'll lay out all the parts on a big floor, and I will take out every part that I need for a MiniViggen. And a MiniViggen was a canard airplane. It did have a pusher prop. So now I would have, again, I didn't know about hearth failures. I had a engine, I had a constant speed drive, I had a drive shaft, I had a propeller. I could take all of this stuff, all the rod ends and rivets and whatever. I could build a different airplane, totally different looking airplane. I called it MiniViggen, okay, because I had a VariViggen. And I thought, this little single place VariViggen, it would be really cool that I would sell a small, well, not small, but a box of materials, whereas Jim Beatty would have to deliver 12 boxes for a BD-5, right? And I would open up, my customer, if I marketed this, he would you open up the plans and it says, first, buy a BD-5B. And it'd tell you in there what parts to throw away. And you'd open the box that you got from RAF, which didn't include any rod ends or tires or brakes or engines or drive shaft or propeller. It didn't include any of that because Beatty supplied it for you. Every one of my customers for my kit, they would buy a BD-5 kit. I wasn't thinking liability in those days, but frankly, he wouldn't have much liability compared to him selling a BD-5 kit. Right. Again, I wasn't thinking lawyerly in those days, but my idea is I could have a simple inventory, and I would just move a few parts, and that to get the shape of the fuselage would have to be different. I could do it in composites. So I had this plan before I met Jim Beatty, and I bought a BD-5B kit. Okay, then a month later, I met Jim Beatty, and I showed him my VariViggen pictures. Hadn't flown yet.